Hello, my name is Jen. I'm the Unorthodox Healer. This is Gentle Tarot, and this is a collective reading for anyone who has Aquarius in your chart. It can be anywhere in your chart. You don't even have to have Aquarius anywhere in your chart, or you might not even know. If you're drawn to this, it might mean that there's something in here for you. I'm based in Scotland in the UK. It's autumn here. I've been away and I've come back. Been having some really sort of cathartic moments whilst I haven't been on YouTube. It's interesting to be back. I need to kind of pick my momentum up on the channel again, and hopefully you watching this and maybe liking and subscribing if you haven't already would mean the world to me. We've just had the full moon. Mercury and Pluto are having a chat with each other astrologically. They're about uncovering things being illuminated with the full moon and communication. Mercury's all about messages, wanting you to know things, whether you kind of want to know them or not. So I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. This is recorded at the start of October, but this is also timeless. So whenever it pops up, it might be something interesting or pertinent for you here. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I don't tend to read reversals. Now, there's a difference between jumping out and falling out. When it tends to be a big chunk of cards, I don't take those because that's probably just my dodgy shuffling. How are you? What have you been doing whilst I've been away? I would love it if you'd leave me a comment below to tell me what your weather's like at the moment, unless it's 90 and you're on a beach sunning yourself with a pina colada, and then I'll just get depressed and jealous. How are you? How's your summer been? What did you get up to? Now I am going to take that second look. The cards aren't particularly keen. They're just coming out in big blocks. So you're feeling as though you've got too much going on, Aquarius. You've taken on too much, and you're kind of wishing that you hadn't. Are you getting messages or that feeling in your head of being overwhelmed, and you've taken on too much, and now you're thinking, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't have done. Because that's kind of the way that the cards are making me feel things are going on with you at the moment. So the underlying energy for the reading we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups can be very much about you taking on too much and walking away. And also walking away because you maybe feel as though the things that you have taken on, or the things that are in your life at the moment, actually maybe you don't want them after all. So we shall see as to what cards we get. We have the King of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Justice card, which is a major arcana card. So that's a bigger, stronger, longer lasting energy than we have had so far. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I feel like I've got a shaky hand today. The Tower card, another major arcana card, the Six of Pentacles, and the last card we have is the Ace of Wands. King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. The King of Swords, this might be you, this might be somebody else. This situation is where somebody he's climbed to the top of the mountain, and the mountain is his emotions, his fears, his dreams, and he's conquered them. He's sat there, he's got this wisdom here because he's got the owl, he's got his sword in his hand, and he's also got this sort of sword covering his back. There's the promise of new things, there's a promise of feeling as though you're safe to explore where maybe you haven't felt that previously, and maybe this is why you have been feeling overwhelmed, because you maybe went into something thinking that it was going to open up doors for you, or it was going to illuminate something, it was going to set you on a track which you believed that you wanted to be on. This path that you have set yourself upon, or you did set yourself upon, whether this was something you were learning, something that you thought was going to be beneficial to you, it might have been a community project, it might have been something which you didn't do by yourself. This is a collective thing. Were you going off of the back of somebody else's recommendations that you should do X, Y, and Z? There is, on YouTube at the moment in the UK, there's a dreadful scam going round, and the scam is that the government have set up this AI trading scheme, and it's being backed by all of these celebrities. It's actually a scam, and it's so dangerous. And I don't think that this is a scam by any means that you've been drawn into, Aquarius, but I do feel as though you have been in a situation where you felt that you were going to learn something, or it was going to benefit you, and maybe it was something that somebody suggested to you. I don't want to say forcefully, but I think somebody convinced you, or is convincing you, Aquarius, that this thing was a good idea, and it was going to be the making of you. It was going to turn you into this King of Swords. The next two cards we have are the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. The King of Pentacles is somebody who has been there and done that. And again, I still think that this is the same person. The King of Pentacles with the King of Swords. It was somebody who's, I almost want to say that he sort of sat there with his wolf. And normally the King of Pentacles is somebody really lovely. But the wolf is sort of like making me feel as though this person isn't actually to be trusted. And that they are this person who has persuaded you to go down this specific route. And the promise of it was that you were going to get the recognition that you deserved, or you wanted, or that maybe you've just been craving. Maybe you feel underappreciated at the moment. The Ace of Cups is certainly that sort of feeling where you've just had enough. You've just gone, look, I've tried this, I've said this, I've done this, I'm working on this. What do I have to do to get some happiness, get some recognition? And I still feel that this person promised you a lot. And now you're kind of waking up to the fact that maybe this isn't such a good idea. Now, the other thing with this too is that we all crave love. We all want to get recognition. We all want a pat on the back, and we want to be told that we've done well, or we're good, or we're loved. And many of us, me included, live our lives trying to please other people to get that satisfaction, that pat on the back. It makes us feel good, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as you are able to pat yourself on the back too, because you can't go through your life only feeling good about yourself when you're making somebody else feel good. I feel as though this is a message, Aquarius, that you really have to work on. The next two cards are the Ace of Cups and the Tower. The Tower is change. The Tower is enforced change. With the Ace of Cups, you maybe have walked away from this situation already, or you are just sort of starting to think, is this actually worth the effort? Is it too good to be true? Is this going to actually come off? I feel as though there are some suspicions here as to whether this is actually what you want, or it's not as it first appeared. The Ace of Cups is something coming to you which will bring you joy or happiness. The Tower is change. If you walk away from this situation, or you already have done, then there is this opportunity of happiness or love or contentment here for you, but something's got to change. You've got to get out of this situation, see it for what it really is, walk away, and then this opportunity will come. The Tower is always that sort of message from the universe to say, if you don't do it and you don't make the decision and the change, we might do it for you. So it's always good to kind of try and preempt that and do it yourself before, you know, when you're ready and in a controlled manner, rather than the universe just going, okay, right, we've tried, we've kept trying to warn you, this is how it's going to change. The next two cards are the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles. Justice is that you are going to see this for what it really is. And justice isn't about someone getting their comeuppance or revenge. This is just about you recognising that perhaps you have been swayed by somebody else into a path, going down a path that you didn't want to go on. And this is just you waking up to the fact that it wasn't right for you. And because that happens, you get this Ace of Cups opportunity, this happiness, this joy, this contentment, this source of pleasure becoming available to you. There might also be a little bit as well of happiness that comes when you do get out of this situation and you see this person for what they really are. But don't worry about it, because there's good stuff coming here. You don't have to, you know, wish anything upon anyone. It's, you know, you worry about them. You let them worry about them if they do worry about themselves. You look after you, you do you. You love you. Then the Six of Pentacles. Excuse me, I just had to stop to sneeze. Six of Pentacles is about the situation that you had here actually happening now. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, working together with people. The Six of Pentacles is when you have this real sort of give and take. And you are absolutely a giver, Aquarius. And what's happening now is that this justice is coming, where the universe or society or whoever it is that you want to see how good you are, how generous you are, what a good person you are, or how incredible you are at your job or your profession, or as a family member, or as a mum or a dad, that it's going to be recognised. And the Six of Pentacles is about give and take. It's about, you know, you give what you receive. So it's a really lovely sort of turnaround. And the last card is the Ace of Wands. When this happens and you step away from this situation that is overwhelming you and not doing you any oh, it's not doing you any favours, and you're walking away and you're seeing it for what it is, not only is there happiness and joy potentially there for you, but also a new opportunity. Whatever it was that you stepped into this to gain, it does come. But you have to step out of whatever this situation is at the moment that you felt was going to take you the places that you wanted to be going, and it hasn't. Aquarius, it's a really beautiful reading, and please let me know what this is that you're wanting. What is it that you're aiming for and working towards? If this has resonated, please leave me a comment. If you want to like and subscribe, that would be really lovely too. I'm trying to get some viewers back to my YouTube channel, and I'd really love to monetize it as well. I've got some ideas, and your support means the world to me. So Aquarius, enjoy October, and I will speak to you soon.